Hello friends, welcome to this Git tutorial. Today I am going to show you about two Git command, Git branch and Git checkout. Actually these two commands are related to each other. Here you can see I mentioned a few points like Git branch to show the branch list and my selected branch and Git branch to create branch. So one by one we understand and we do the actions. Okay, so I open terminal and I am in my folder. See here the git branch I already run, and this is my folders where we have to change it. Okay, so first to git branch. So here we can see that when I enter the git branch, so it will show me the branch name and the selected branch. I am where I am in the development branch. Okay, so this is the first common command here, git branch. Now we can create a branch using git branch name, but this branch will created independently, like git branch, suppose staging. Okay, so this branch is created. Now we have to commit or push our files or folders there. So for doing this we have to use git checkout command, git checkout staging. Okay, this staging is not created on the repo right now. Once we push the files and folder, then only it will create there in the repository. Right now it is created in my local. Okay, so now I'm going to git checkout. Here staging, I switched this account here and I open this thing because we need to change something right now. If we enter here git status, see nothing to commit, so we can't commit our files and folder to this newly created branch, so we have to change something. So I put echo staging branch created. Okay, now once I come here and check, okay, so it's showing. So now simply we just commit my code into this newly created branch. How? Git add, git commit, pass the message staging branch created. Whatever the files right now in my folder, means here all the files, not anyone, because I added here all. So all, see here git added all, only one file is modified, but all the files folders, okay, will committed or will added in this newly created branch. Okay, so added now. Okay, so added and use git push. Only git push will not work here because this branch is not created there and not upstream set there. Okay, so we have to do the both. So I set the upstream using -u, or we can use dash set dash upstream. Okay, so git push upstream and origin and branch name is staging. Okay, so now click here, it will see it will added there. Okay, new branch staging. So if we come here and go to code, okay, this is the main only branch. Okay, so see here the staging branch is created, and the staging branch if we come, so here see the staging branch is created, message is coming, and that changes comes here, staging branch created. Okay, so this is a one way to create a branch, but this is independent branch. This is not a branch like coming from or it's not any child branch of any parent branch of any branch, existing branch. So we can also create that one. See here I written using the git checkout -b. This is the for the branch, new branch, and for the existing branch. Okay, so why we need the parent child combination? So I draw a diagram here. See many times when we have more developers, more than one developers, then we need like this scenario. There is a one main branch will go for the build and one development branch which has 4 children if we have 4 developers. Okay, so each developers pull the latest latest code from development or development branch and work, and after work done commit to this development branch. Okay, so all developers will do the same. So the latest code always be there in the development. Any developers start working, first take a pull from development and start working, and once finish just commit it here. Okay, so this is architectures we follow when we have a different many developers. Okay, so it's very easy to handle the conflicts and latest code, and also once we have latest code here development, we easily merge into the main branch and then do the build, okay, in the server. So that's why we need the parent branch and the child branch. Okay, so how we can do it? So we can using this command. Okay, so let's come here, where I am, git branch. If we see staging, okay, so we are on staging branch. So okay, so let's create one branch in staging. So how we can do it? Git checkout -b, and here the new branch, suppose Alex, and it will come from staging. Okay, so this branch is created. Okay, now again this branch is not reflected in GitHub website. So come here and check, is there any branch created? See, there is no branch created, right? Because this is all in the local. So come to here in the code. After that I created this checkout, changes in the code. So I added here some lines. Okay, added by Alex. Okay, and now normally we have to commit. See here I written the steps. Normally we have to commit first, don't push. After that first we merge our latest code into the development or from the staging, in my case staging here, and then first we push the staging branch and then we push the newly created branch. Okay, so come here and first write git add all, git commit -m, message added by Alex. After that we have to move git checkout staging, and git checkout staging, and now we have to use git merge. See here I written now git checkout and then git merge using this. Okay, so I copy it here. This is the no fast forward. Okay, so my branch is here Alex. Okay, enter. So okay, so I didn't give the message, that's why this is coming, but no problem. Just quit it, it will also add. See here this line is added here. Okay, and now we merge in latest code. We merge latest code where we merge the latest code in staging. So now we have to push the staging. Okay, so we come to the terminal and use git push. It will push the code in the staging branch. Okay, so staging branch work done. Okay, now we have to add our code into the newly created branch Alex. So we use git push -u for upstream origin. First time this command will use Alex. Now enter. So the Alex branch is created in GitHub, as well as the code is committed there. See here, so the Alex branch is created here, and also they have a code. So if we come here, see the Alex branch is coming, and now it has all the files folder, and whatever the file folders it has also in the staging. Okay, because we also merge the code in the staging. So let's check here in the dev.php. See, added by Alex. Okay, so this is how we can create a branch. Okay, so I hope it is clear how to use this git branch and git branch create individual branch and the create branch from existing branch. This feature is also here. You can see once we come here, see I am where I am staging. So now suppose I am going to create one branch Lily. So see, it's already showing create branch lily from staging, means whatever the code is in the staging, it automatically come into the lily. Okay, so the directly the lily comes into the terminal and directly git checkout to lily and git pull automatically all the code here it will come to the her local machines. Okay, so this is also very helpful to create a branch. Okay, we can also use create the main from anyone, no problem. We can create anyone to parent, and inside we can add the child. So this is one scenario, and also we saw the git checkout, but I am going to show you how it will work, how to do this. So what is the git checkout? We can move particular branch and pull the test code. So now what I am doing, I am creating one branch here from the staging. So suppose the name is lily and create it here. So the branch is created. Okay, so now come to the terminal, and if we use git branch, it will not show lily. So for doing this we use git fetch. Git fetch will fetch all the branch and commit. See, the new branch lily is coming. So now if we use git branch, it show me the lily also. Okay, it's not showing git branch, it will show, but git fetch, check once. Okay, already the this one is added, so just use git checkout. Okay, sorry, git checkout. Okay, so now I am a newly branch. So now if I use here git pull, all the latest code from the lily comes to my machine. If any changes, then I will see the changes here. But from the staging, we created lily, and already the staging files we have, that's why it's showing already up to date. But if suppose someone other machine we added the code in the lily and then we pull it here, then we will get the changes files name. Okay, so this command you understood very clearly. We can move to the particular branch and pull the latest code and work it again there and commit it. So let's quickly do it. So here I am in the lily. Now I again added one more command, one more line added by lily. Save, come to the terminal where I am, git branch, I am on lily. So git add, now git commit. I can do it directly, git AC, it's a command for the add and commit. Okay, but one by one we have to do. Git commit -m and put it here, message added by lily and git push. Okay, so it's added there, right? So this is the git checkout. Okay, and we can move to the particular commit and pull the latest code. Okay, this is very interesting. So we can also check out to any commit here. See, if I am here in the code, suppose I am on the lily. Okay, so 7 commit is here. So I will click on the commit, and if we want to the pull, suppose I want this initial change. What was the initial file? So I have to click it this. Okay, and this is the commit ID, copy it. Okay, and copy it and come to here in the terminal, and now write git checkout and pass this branch ID. Check out it. Okay, so now check out this. You are in detached head state. You can look around, make experimental changes and commit them. Okay, so what's happening here? I am here where in this commit. So if I use git pull, okay, all the changes we have done will gone. Okay, So you are not currently on branch, please specify the branch you want to merge with. So git pull, okay, git git branch, head to that one, git pull, pass this, could not read the repository. Okay, git pull, because the upstream is not set, so I have to use origin command. Okay, so now come to the files and folders and let's check what's happened. See, already is coming to deleted. If I close this window or again open, see that file dev.php is not here at all. Okay, this is the initial files and folder, right? So if we need the previous commit files, so we can do it directly. Okay, so it is clearly visible, right? Where I am in this commit, and I pull the code from this commit, and whatever the files and the code at that time or at that commit, I am getting those, right? I have these three files there, so see here these three files, but right now we have something different, right? So if we come here, browse file, so in this commit you can see the PHP folder, there is only one index, right? So these files are here in your local machine, right? So this is very helpful. This is actually very helpful where once you do something and again you need the previous code, then you can go there and pull and create one branch using this branch and commit all the files folders there, right? This is the main purpose. See here also the terminal is saying, if we come here, it's saying git checkout -b new branch name. So what will do, it will copy all the files and folder from this commit id and push it into the new branch. So you will directly pull the code and you can do something like you can add or changes something and commit it again. Okay, so this is very helpful. Here we cannot do because this is a one head. Okay, so this is important. What next? Okay, we can unmodify the modified file, so this is very important. So okay, so we first git checkout, come to Lily. Okay, so git branch, where I am Lily. Now use git pull, it will pull me the latest code. Check once in here in these things. Okay, now we have a dev file and already added by Lily, right? So now what I have to do, I added one more line here, echo added one more line, added more by Lily, and save it. Now we save it, but see, we save it and it is showing modified. If we come here and we type git status, see, showing me one modified file. But if we use git checkout and paste it here, what it will do, it will revert all the changes. Okay, means whatever we changes and save it, it will revert and it comes to the previous state. So let's check. So come to here and see that added lines, added more by Lily is gone. So this is a very dangerous command. Okay, see here I written, it is a dangerous command. Any local changes we made to that files will remove. Okay, so if we do anything in my local and not committed, then if we use this git checkout and pass the file name, it will remove the all changes, right? So this is all about this git branch and git checkout for this tutorial. In the next video I will come with some other interesting parts of this git tutorial. Thank you. Please subscribe the channel.